allergens!
Hey everybody, welcome to Allergies Bites.
It tastes good!
We're doing carnivore, and
Awesome.
we are doing a beef bacon pate.
For the first video of the year?
Yeah. Well, I've always been asking for it, and I thought it was up, and it's like, oh, apparently I just make this thing for us.
Let's get into it.
One thing first. So, one thing that I've been doing, when we render, when we make bone broth, I pour it into jars when it's hot.
Yep.
And then it separates and seals. And I've got this fat. Well, we've been using this fat to fry with and to do all kinds of things with. I used this fat, not for this video, but I used this fat last time, and I made the pate with it.
Yeah.
And it works great. So there's
awesome.
Another idea to get your fat from. It's the bones. There's bones, and there's leftover fat, and there's leftover all kinds of stuff that goes into the pot.
Yeah.
All kinds of carnivore stuff. And this is not a
This
normal...
worked? This fat works, eh?
Yes, it works perfect. But this is not a normal fat bone broth.
Ratio?
Yeah. Usually it's higher, but the beginning ones have always got a huge
lot more
amount
fat
on it.
Yeah, it's tough to get the bone broth out.
I know it is. So let's get this going.
Awesome.
Okay, so this is just rendered fat beef tallow that I've rendered down. Put some in there. You're going to need 1/4 cup melted into your frying pan.
So is that what you use to dry off a cow? A beef tallow?
It took me a minute to figure that one out. And then we've got 5 ounces of beef bacon and 1 garlic clove. Don't want the garlic, leave it out. Just gonna put this in here. And while this is gonna start frying up, apparently I didn't start my pan fast enough, it'll sizzle soon. We have our liver. Now this is soaked in heavy cream. It does take some of the liver taste out. Soaked it overnight. I'm going to rinse it off and then we're going to cut it up. If you don't want that, you can do it without. If
Make it dairy free.
you can do dairy free, you can use nut milk if you want to. Okay, so other than this, it is a dairy-free, egg-free recipe. So it depends what you want to do for the soaking. So I'm going to take my liver, I'm going to go wash it off, and then I'll meet you over there.
Feed me. Feed me.
I know you like liver.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I've got 11 ounces of liver. You can go between 11 and 12. You don't have to be totally exact. And we're going to take this, we're just going to chop it up into fairly small pieces, like as bite-sized pieces. And then we're going to...
Does that mean I get to bite it?
And then we're going to throw it into the frying pan. Now we're going to add our liver to the bacon and garlic. And what you want to do is you just want to cook your liver until it's still kind of red in the middle. You don't want to overcook it. But we're going to let this sit on here and cook away, and we're just about done.
Liver on a bed of bacon.
That's your dream, eh?
Yes.
Just going to pour this in here, and then we're going to start it off just on the low. So I did that for about 20 seconds or so. A lot of stuffings. Now we're going to put in 1/2 tablespoon of parsley, 1/8 of a teaspoon white pepper, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. In there. Once again, same thing with the parsley. Don't want it, don't use it.
With the garlic?
And the garlic, yeah. Okay, and then we're going to take another 1/4 cup of our melted tallow and put it in there. Now you're going to beat it until it's smooth. Okay, I'm going to scrape it down because I didn't scrape it down last time. Take it off of here, we'll show you. This is looking amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, scrape it down. It used to terrify me to make pate.
Well, it's such a fancy word.
But I used to think, man, like that is just, it's just so daunting, right? It's not. Once you get started doing this, we've got one that we've used beef heart in it, and one with salami. We've got a few different kinds. Some have egg yolks, some have...
And this one has bacon.
This one has bacon. Okay, the pan we're going to be using is about a 4.5 by 8 loaf pan. Put your parchment paper in. Ooh.
So would you call this a meatloaf?
You know, you definitely could. That is for sure. Okay, so I'm just going to put this in there. This is better eaten like tomorrow. Leave it sit overnight.
In the fridge?
Yeah. To
chill and to cool and...
the flavors mix up and yeah, it's a lot better.
Okay. So we'll see you guys tomorrow then, eh?
Not just yet.
Not yet.
Okay, last but not least, we need 1 tablespoon of tallow on top. Now this will keep the top from drying out when it sits
In the fridge?
in the fridge. So just make sure that it's coated, and then it's done. See, that was simple and painless.
And then off to the fridge.
You betcha. Good morning.
Good morning.
And it is ready. So, there we go. It does taste like liver, okay? So don't think that, you know, throwing the milk...
Bacon covers it?
Yeah, that the cream and the bacon and all this cover it. It does lessen it some, but it still does taste like liver.
That's good.
Well, you can put it on bread, you can put it on anything.
You can eat it as it is.
You betcha. So here you go, cutting up some pieces, and hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it helpful. Hope you enjoyed the liver pate. See you next week.
Bye.